everybody, welcome back for some more Metroid Prime 4. This should be the finale. I actually went through all of Fury Green, I got everything, I think. So, the little area map thing was, if I remember correctly, I think somewhere around here, maybe. It's not that hard to find, thankfully. Just if you're going around the main path, you'll eventually come across it. But I did all that just to look for some stuff. I tried finding those last crystals, I couldn't find them. So I just said, screw it, whatever. They're probably in a shrine. If I had to guess, like, nothing popped up on my map. So I probably most likely missed them inside of some shrine somewhere. Well, either way, final boss time. Also, there was, in that same room with this big giant robot, there is a power bomb, like, box that you can break. And it gives you, I think, just a missile expansion. I just picked that up like a moment ago, so here we go. We basically broke in. Huey sacrificed himself to do so, but here he is. Yeah, that's the... Actually, another thing, but I think the fight on top of the mines, I believe, was cutscene only. Which is bizarre because I remember fighting them. Or at least I could have sworn I did. Yeah, I get ready to pretty much just scan everything in sight. Because if you're doing everything scanning wise, then yeah, you're gonna have to be really careful with missable scans. Just saying, because man, oh man, do they love doing that. That should be the last of the talking thingies. You know what I mean. There's your door scans. But the final boss himself even has a ton of things to scan in the fight itself, by the way. So I can probably show you guys a few of those. Whenever they do have it pop up, I'll let you know. Alright, so click that thing in, and you're pretty much good to go. And don't worry about your save. As long as you saved beforehand, you can still, I believe, re-access... Well, yeah, you can still re-access that save, but once you get to the final boss area or something like that, the game will have an autosave for it, so you'll have to, of course, you know, pick and choose which one you want to use, I guess. But here we go. It's finally time. 8 episodes. It only took me about 8-ish hours to defeat the game. Beat the game. Why am I saying it so weird? I don't know. Which, that's not really that bad for that. I still have no idea how you're supposed to fucking scan the things on the sides there. Unless you do that from, like, early game. But I don't think they appear early game. Because your radius to scan shit is so far out. Like, you can't catch one of these. Like, it's just seemingly impossible to do that. Regardless. Oh, I can shoot through that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I am super curious as to what happens when you get all the green crystals, though. I'll have to look that up, probably at the end of the video or something, so I can just double check. I'll look it up and let you guys know. Hey, if I'm going to learn anything, you guys can learn things too. It's not fair if I'm the only one that gets to know anything. This part's a little annoying, but not that hard. Just spider ball shit, which reminds me, I bet I know where those green crystals are hiding at. Probably in that spider ball shrine. Which is weird because the item itself never popped back up. The shrine in question, like, it didn't show me that I was still missing an item in there. I looked on the map, you guys saw. It's very possible the green crystal thing probably just broke too. Look, I'm not gonna be going out of my way to say, oh, it had to have been a glitch or something. But there's a strong chance that it actually might have just actually glitched out on me, and I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Alright. You can scan that thing later. And so it begins. So this is Silex, the last of his fights. And looks like you can scan him himself. I don't think you can scan his ball thing. So for this first phase, you're going to want to shoot... Okay, this first phase, you're going to want to shoot these things right in the face. This is usually a good point where not using your lock-on will also help a little bit more often. And then whenever you grapple, it does kind of stop him from moving. And there should be no time limit to how long it takes to grapple. Like, you should be fine. I believe he can still attack with his arms regardless. And every time that you break up an arm, it will give you some items back. That's kind of how you just sort of survive this fight. But anyway, once he opens up, just start mashing. It doesn't matter how much damage. Just do some damage at the very least. Now he's... Oh yeah, I forgot the fucking... I forgot the chain lightning thing. Alright, so this guy right here, as it says, damaging the head will increase the strain, reducing its duration. Usually I wait... Well, in my first playthrough, I got the electric upgrade. The supercharged electric upgrade, which is just like a chain lightning... Or not chain lightning, but like just a constant stream of lightning. By the way, this is a grab right here. Pretty fucking annoying little grab. But all you have to realistically do is just keep attacking the heads until eventually... The flame ones are pretty easy, for the most part, to dodge, especially. But just keep attacking until he just turns green. And then you'll be fine. Oh yeah, and by the way, your teammates will die on various certain phases here, so just be on the lookout for them. It's fucking stupid. This entire fight's fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but it just is. And I ate way too much health there, man. I took way too much damage. Which means I'm gonna have to... You know, survive and all that fun crap. I'm gonna have to, well, get my health back, basically. I don't have any other better way to put it. But yeah, once again, whenever you do this, it does stop him for a little bit, which gives you just a little bit of health, which that little fucking little greedy little turd give me like 10, which is a dick move. I still struggle this fight, surprisingly enough. I don't know. I find it kind of annoyingly hard sometimes. I wouldn't say it's really hard, just it has its moments where it just makes me feel like, alright, that's, you know, that's some bullshit. Especially the fact that you have to protect your teammates the entire time, too, is really annoying. But there is greener grass on the other side. So, don't worry. This is not going to be, you know, the worst thing ever, I promise. Alright, so now for the ice version, which I don't think it matters. This thing's really annoying because I have no clue how you're supposed to just outright avoid a lot of this shit. I would just guess, like, you're supposed to jump, because it seems like that works plenty well enough. And, by the way, I don't think it matters what heads you attack, as long as you just attack something, I guess, in order to stop him from doing things. The ice variant, though, is really not too bad. I mean, yeah, the sucking in thing does suck, which it seems like the only way to really knock yourself out of it is just keep attacking him until he just stops. And holding back, of course. But I guess that would be the way to beat that. Alright, so for this one, you're going to want to just wait to turn into Morph Ball, boost around. Your teammates will probably most likely die. Or at the very least get hit, so just always keep an eye on them pretty much as you possibly can. Especially, because as you can tell, he had fire and ice, which can only mean one thing. He's going to have electricity. And electricity is just the absolute epitome of the worst thing to have. And I'm pretty sure it's actually random, too. Because there's times where I think I could have sworn he's done, like, electric first or something. It might not be random, but... Actually, maybe it's not. I don't... You know what? I don't think it... At this point, I don't think it probably is. I think I'm just stupid. Oh, well, that's broken. Yeah, by the way, your teammates can't actually do that. It'd be nice if... Oh, my fucking lord. I've never actually had that happen before. Well, that's unfortunate. It would be bullshit if he got health back from that. Well, there'd be no reason to. He doesn't get anything from it. It's not like the game... I don't know. This game could do a lot of things to you, and you wouldn't be able to tell. Man, the lock-on, like, looking thing does help. But I still think the not locking on part helps a bit more. And here, I just tap A bunch. I don't want to break my ZR button, you know? Alright, so here comes the worst one. You're going to have to play medic. That's the best thing I can tell you. So watch the ground for here. It's really fucking bizarre how this works. I don't know. It's stupid as shit. But either way, just play medic and just avoid all the stupid crap. The ball lightning things are not that bad to deal with. And I think you can destroy them. Yes. Those things are fine. It's just the stupid, idiotic, like, AoE attack that he does is a nightmare. And again, like I said, you're stuck playing medic because your teammates are fucking idiots. And they will just essentially run into everything. But these things don't last forever, these little phases. I'm not sure if he can kill them while they're down. But when I first did this, on my first playthrough, I got to this part and I was like, I can't do it. This shit's stupid. Like, I have to play medic the entire time. I can't do this. Because, these fucking dumbasses just suck, you know? They get themselves killed, like, all the time. But right there, I did actually get lucky enough to thankfully not make that happen. But it would be nice if they were smarter than what they are, or at the very least being able to heal each other, which they can't. Like, Armstrong's just an engineer. Vue is just a robot guy. Tokabi, or whatever his name was, is just, you know, sniper dude. So there's just a lot of just damaging dudes. Like, Duke is just essentially... Well, he's just Duke. I don't know what else to tell you. And Armstrong's not really a healer either. And again, neither is Duke. Which would have been nice if one of those two would have been, but they're not. Like, Duke probably would have made more sense as, I guess, close quarters. Either way, I mean, they both kind of fill that... And they almost all have the same gun. For the most part. I mean, at least with, I think with McKenzie and Armstrong and Duke, I think they all use just machine gun. But, Tokabi should actually be using sniper, I'm pretty sure. Come on. There we go. Nice. So, when I first played this, I didn't get to this point. Alright, so for me, it was like, I can't do this. This entire fight's going to be nothing but dog shit. Now, this part of it, though, is a little annoying, but this is your checkpoint. And I'm pretty sure if you die in the next phase, I think it takes you back to this. But either way, at the very least, you get a checkpoint. And just like in Transformers Devastation, you're going to have to move around a lot and try to figure out where he's basically at. But I feel like it's a lot easier in this game than fighting fucking Starscream. The worst part is you can't really lock on. And on top of that, oh, this part sucks. I still have no idea how you're supposed to avoid this. I just take damage. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Which makes me wonder, like, how bad is it going to be on hard? Because there's just no way to avoid that I know of, unless you maybe just hang up at the top. At the very tippity top and just get lucky enough to avoid that. I guess, I mean, that worked. So. Alright, now. Let's see here. What are you going to do now? Now on to the final stage. When he's in his normal body like this, he's really not that bad or really even that hard to fight. But as the fight goes on, he will get progressively a lot more irritating about that. You can jump that or morph ball it. Either way works. But when he goes into Morph Ball form, you actually can scan him. Let's see here. Nullifies all firearm attacks. So basically the idea here is to do what you did before, where you put bombs down, and you blow them up that way. But you gotta knock him out of it, pretty much. It's practically a Morph Ball fight, and he'll actually make you drop energy tanks, which sucks. But the good thing is... okay, he's going to his next phase thing here. You can, like, play chicken and boost ball into him. Alright, so this can be scanned. Funny enough. But what you're supposed to do here is this. You're supposed to shoot at, as you're getting sucked in, shoot at Silux, knock him down, but you can scan that black hole. That's just shown. Again, that thing could be just double jumped easy enough. Not too hard. Silux is really not that bad. It's just mainly phase 1 that I think sucks the most. This one, yeah, that's... God damn. That really isn't anything hard to dodge. You just do a side dodge multiple times, and you'll eventually just get past it. That was just me being bad. Yeah, once he gets to his later phase, he's going to start doing it twice. Everything is going to be started going up even stronger. I'm kind of getting lucky with the Morph Ball thing, though. He's not doing that often. I mean, he will, I'm sure. But the good news is he's definitely being a little bit nicer than he was my first playthrough. Which is good. Alley-oop. And again, he's giving me a reason to shoot him down pretty easy there. He's kind of being stupid. Yep, that's all I have to do for that one. Pretty simple Shiat. What an idiot. He's making it way too easy to beat him. Like, he was not this nice to me when I first played this. He morph balled all the time. There it is. But this time we have to do it probably a lot. I wonder what happens if you power bomb his ass. Like it matters, you know? I mean, I guess it kind of works. Yeah, the fact that you can just steal that. You can either wait it out or just, at the very least, try to bomb him. Ugh, dick. But it's probably easier just to wait it out, really. There, he's dead. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Pretty anticlimactic. Alright, so... these are your last things I think you can scan at all. Here's where it's going to get kind of annoying. Make sure you press... I'm just going to press it. Just if you don't press this button, you will get a game over and have to fight him again. I thought it was a secret bad ending. No, it's not. It's just straight up, you're kind of fucked. I don't think I can skip this, by the way. Sorry. Stomach noise again. But, there you go. That's essentially it. These guys have sacrificed themselves 3 whole times in this game. And somebody brought up an interesting point about, like, if they were to bring them back for Prime 5. Somehow, some way, shape, or form, whatever it is, right? Because as you can tell right now, it's essentially like they're presumed dead. You know? Well, not really dead, but more so that they're just kind of trapped on that planet with Silux. So, it kind of makes you wonder, well, you know, I don't know. What is, like, if they come back, are they going to be angry at Samus for it? Who knows? But either way, there you go. 8 hours, 83% done with items. Much better than my original playthrough, I would say. I beat this a lot faster with a lot more stuff, which is nice. So, there's that. Anyway, I got nothing much else to say. That's Metroid Prime 4. I guess I have something to say. Okay. Do I like this game or do I hate this game? No. I Nah, I already got a mission saved. It's fine. Mission complete 1. This is definitely one of the easier Metroid Primes to go through in terms of like item collecting, because they give you maps that literally tell you where they're at. For the crystal idea, it's not all that bad, but if you're going to be doing crystal grinding stuff, it's probably better you just wait until like end game or something if you really wanted to. That way you can start making use out of it. But then, well, not really, because it's probably better just to get them while you're playing the game, so that way you get the radar thing upgraded and you get that going. But no, I don't hate it. I like it enough. I'd say it's a good solid like 6.5 out of 10, where it could be a lot better. Maybe it's a 7. I think it's a 7. Okay, it's a 7 out of 10. Because like for me, Dread is like 9.5. Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. But for this game, it's okay. It's definitely beyond all right. You know, it can be an enjoyable time every once in a while. This is my second playthrough within the year that's been fully finished, and I'll probably end up doing. I'm right now working on hard mode too, so you know, which I do think is very possible to beat. This game is not even really that difficult. Out of the Prime series itself, where would this fit in for me? Well, funny enough, I would probably argue 1, 2. This one, then 3, maybe. That's the thing, though. It's like, I do enjoy 4 enough. But I don't, how do I put this? Damn, this is a tough one. Sorry about that. It's just people, you know. I don't know how to turn that stuff off on Switch. It's an okay game, man. Just don't give in to the hype, and don't give in to the over-exaggerated hatred for it either. I would say, like, if you're that hesitant about the game, if you're just, like, on the fence and you're like, well, I don't know, you know, I don't want to support a shit company for making a shit game or something like that, just watch videos of it, get an idea. Don't listen to people on Twitter talk about it, but just go watch the full game. If you really are that hesitant about it, go watch the full game with no commentary and just see if it fits that vibe that you're looking for, you know? But that's the thing, though, too, is like with the NPCs, people talk about the NPCs being bad all the time. They are annoying, but I can guarantee you this, in your second playthrough, you're not going to really care. Probably. Well, for others, it's like, that's game ruining. For me, I don't give a shit. I don't hear them. I don't, you know, I'm probably too busy listening to music instead of listening to these fucking twats talk about whatever. I don't really hate these characters either. They just exist. They're kind of just annoying, and that's about it. It's more like an autistic child, like, trying to get your attention, I guess. Not like actual autistic. I'm just sorry. Oh, whatever. Either way, that was a bad one. That joke went nowhere. I'm sorry, but you know, as a Metroid game, it doesn't really exactly fit fully for the Metroid vibe until like late game, like end game, basically, when you're allowed to just go back and collect stuff. When you've got all the beams and you've got all the power-ups, at that point it's like, okay, double back, go collect stuff, then it becomes a bit more Metroid-y, but I don't know. Volt Forge is pretty good. Fury Green's fine. Flare Pool is pretty decent. Ice Belt's just probably the most tedious one. The mines are also a bit tedious and kind of boring looking, but it's kind of short too. And that's the thing, though. Like, every dungeon here is relatively pretty short. So, like, it'd probably take like 30 minutes to wipe out the collectibles if you're going back to get them. And besides, finding the area maps are really not that hard either, so that helps out too. Is it worth 100%ing? Scanning, though, I mean, you know, if you are a big fan of Scan, you know, go right ahead. But that's more for you and less for me. I don't like this menu. I think this menu is disgusting. And not only that, but the logo itself, it's just a It's just a fucking JPEG. Like, the middle thing is not even glowing or nothing. It's doing nothing. It's... And the Nintendo Switch 2 edition on the thing is also gross and takes up a lot of room. It's nasty looking. But other than that, like, suit-wise, it's okay. The red suit's awesome. The red suit upgrade's a little, like, okay. And then, like, the legacy suit's pretty neat. So I'll give it that. Upgrade-wise, I wish the beams themselves were beams and not just missiles, practically. Because you do get those charge shots with it, too. So it's like, you know, I don't know, whatever. I don't hate this game. I think it's pretty okay. I think it's pretty okay. But it's just about as average as everything else that came out this year. So... Which sucks too, because like Ninja Gaiden 4 is also in the same realm for me, where it's like, yeah, I enjoyed it, but that's about it. Like, I'll play it every once in a while, you know. Like, I can replay it, but there's that itchy feeling that's like, this is just nothing great. You know what I mean? Like, Ragebound for Ninja Gaiden was good, but it's short and sweet. You know, Shinobi was also pretty good, but I haven't beaten that yet. Silent Hill F was fine. Hyrule Warriors is fine. Doom Dark Ages was good. I liked that. I beat that like twice. Beat it on Nightmare Mode, twice. There was some fun stuff to be had, but this year just really kind of didn't have anything anymore. We really just didn't have a lot of really good, decisive stuff. Like, I know people, like you saw earlier, like people play Pokemon Legends. Actually, if anything, Digimon Time Strangers, I think, is probably the only... I think that probably would be my game of the year. I haven't beaten it yet, but it just gives me that feeling like this is it. Like, this is what I can see as being like a really top tier game. If not that, I mean, I could even argue, like, oddly enough, it's weird to say, but Prime 4 has given me the most, like, replay value, I guess. Although Ninja Gaiden 4 had, like, Ryu, you could replay him in chapters and what have you. I kind of stopped playing it because I was going through Master Ninja mode. I was doing New Game Master Ninja mode, which wasn't very smart because it's a Platinum game, so you should probably be playing it New Game Plus. But anyway, without anything else to say, really, it's a decent Metroid. And for the next Metroid stuff, if I ever see you guys again for more Metroid content, it will probably end up being Metroid Prime 2 in the future. I'm hoping I can do that one soon. I'm currently working on playing it right now, like just going back through it again, just kind of relive, the classic 2 and beat it again just to see, refresh the memory so that way I can go play it again for a Let's Play and then have that done. Will I do Prime 3? Who knows? It's on Wii. I don't like doing Wii games. I like the Wii, but I don't like doing Wii games because my setup doesn't work with that. I have to, my chair is just too fucking low, and I can't raise this bitch anyway. Everything's just too fucking low. The sensor bar is too fucking high. It's all over the place. I don't like Wii games. Unless I probably play over there on my big TV, which is usually like the group TV, I guess you could say, where we just kind of hang out and play over there. But my mic would be too far, There's just a bunch of things that could possibly be wrong. Metroid 2 would probably never happen. Well, I wouldn't say never, but there's a chance that it probably won't. So I wouldn't hold out for that. And then what other Metroids? Like DS and handheld stuff I can't really do unless it's available somewhere. So I've already done Fusion, I've already done Zero Mission, and we've done Dread. Which technically is a handheld game if you think about it, Switch. But yeah, I don't know. I'd say just Metroid Prime 2. I would say expect that. More so than anything. I just got done doing Prime Remastered. We did Prime 2006 like a while back. And did Remastered. So if they ever remaster 2, I could do that one too. Or maybe I'll do Metroid Prime 4 Nintendo Switch 1 edition. Who knows? Nah. But, yeah, that's it. I like Metroid. I like Metroid a lot. It's my favorite Nintendo franchise. Because I think that one's just the one that really, really gets me good. Like Luigi's Mansion would be, but I don't really care much for 2, and 3 was good enough, but 1 is where it's at. But for Metroid, it's like, even though, which is funny, because there's not a lot of really good Metroid games, to be fair, I like it. I don't know, man. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna keep yapping forever. That was good fun. Most likely, I'll probably continue DK Bonanza. I think will probably be the next up that we'll probably just try to go finish. And then, like I said, maybe start Metroid Prime 2 sometime in the near future. all that stuff. Might not finish Paper Mario 2. One day I will, maybe. But, alright. Go on, get out of here. And as always, take care, everybody.